and my family went to Sweetly Seasoned food truck. Number one, nobody had any idea we was coming. They found out we was in Dallas like everybody else found out we was in Dallas because we was posting videos in Dallas. So in hopes of us coming, they had t-shirts made and they was on live all day. So me and my family wasn't in cahoots with none of this. We was all under the impression that they were a team and this was a normal routine for them. The barber being there, the braider being there, family being there, a lot of people being there. This is our first time here. We are customers. We have no idea what's going on behind the scenes. Number two, I was never under the impression that haircuts was free. Again, my family was watching the lives. We knew that he was cutting hair for $40. So when we walked up and I said I want to get $1,000 to the barber to do free haircuts and $1,000 to the braider to braid hair, it was because in the original video, the son said it was slow due to marketing. That's marketing. God willingly, after we post the video, there will be a line out the door. If there's a line out the door and there's a barber and a braider doing hair while people are waiting, that's marketing. So again, it's in the hood. You play some music, you cutting hair, you braiding hair, y'all all sitting out, y'all having fun. It's a parking lot barbecue. So again, we don't know the behind the scenes if they knew each other, if they didn't know each other. And the reason why I didn't pay everybody individually, the interaction that you see looked longer than what it was. It was really only like a 5-minute interaction. Within that 5 minutes, 30 to 40 people pulled up. They was pulling up in droves. That parking lot was getting deep fast. And for me and my family's safety in general, I don't never carry cash around. And 9 times out of 10, if we tip, we always do it through the POS system. And even if we wanted to do it a different way, Zelle and Apple Pay wasn't an option because it was 4 or 5 people at the same time on live. So for safety reasons, they wouldn't be able to say their phone numbers or their personal information out loud. And as far as them taking my phone and putting their number in on Zelle themselves, I wouldn't hand my personal phone to nobody. So the POS system was the option that made the most sense. I've learned through this journey that sometimes it's deeper than the food, it's deeper than the marketing, it's deeper than the customer service. And this is one of those cases in my opinion. Sweetly Seasoned got a lot to figure out, and I thank God in advance that they do figure it out. The last thing I'm gonna touch on is the son is misconstruing something that I said, and I don't appreciate it. After I said out loud in detail what we deemed the money to be used towards, I also said y'all can divvy it out how y'all feel necessary. Meaning, after the money hits, because it's a POS system, it don't hit the same day. Y'all can send it out through Apple Pay, through Zelle, through Cash App, through check, through cash, however y'all feel necessary to spread it amongst the team. I thought and I still think that that's a very clear statement, but it's being misconstrued, in my opinion, intentionally misconstrued, that I said and the mom and the son can say who get the money and who don't get the money.
So Keith Lee did tell her to distribute the money how she felt necessary.
I never said that. Regardless of what's going on behind the scenes, I felt on my heart to do what we did. So for the mom to go on the back end and disregard where my heart was at and what I felt like God was telling me to do in that moment and distribute the money how she felt necessary is 100% wrong in my opinion. I see the memes and I see the jokes, but I am not in the business of shutting businesses down. Her actions did not sit right with y'all and her customer base. That resulted in the situation that she in today. We just ate the food and left a tip. I pray in advance that everybody in the situation stays safe. That's my biggest concern. Thank you. I appreciate y'all. God bless you. Have an amazing day. Y'all be safe.
Now, it don't make nobody's sense how hard this lady fumbled the Keith Lee effect. Greed. Greed is a hell of a thing. This man gave you $4,000, told you exactly what to do with the money, and your big neck old ass. My mama always told me to respect my elders, but your big neck old ass did the exact opposite of what my good brother Keith Lee told you to do. And now you sitting up there. The thing that bothers me the most is all the videos that she put out. She takes no accountability at all. See, now if Keith Lee can tell me, if Keith Lee tell me to give him the money, then I'll give him the money. He told you in the first place to give him the money. But greed, and she didn't think that it would get out. She didn't think that it would blow up. Anything with Keith Lee name attached to it is gonna blow up. He told you to let everybody eat for free. You let 3 people eat. He told you give them $1,000. You keep 2. You get them each people 1,000. You kept it all. We gotta do better. We gotta do better. We gotta do better. And I try to not to make it a black-white thing, but I always heard my whole life, black community don't stick together. They don't want to see nobody do better than the other person. Keith Lee is trying to give back to the community, give back to people, not even just the community, just give back to people in general. And you see what happened, man. Like, we gotta do better as a people. Now, I'm gonna show y'all this next video. She said she got 3 customers and she said she got no customers in 3 hours. You fumbled. You fumbled the Keith Lee effect. Shame on you, but God bless you.
Hi, everybody. So I decided to close down early. It was like 3 hours and no one came. So my question is, do you think I should have stayed? And if you think so, why? Because gas was steady burning.
I don't think you should have stayed. I think you should have went your ass. Matter of fact, I think you should have stayed. I think you should have went live and apologized, took accountability, and told your live that for 2 hours, you're going to give away food for 2 hours. 2 hours. You're going to give away food for 2 hours. Then you should have called that barber and called that lady and gave them $8,000. Those 2 hours would have probably been about $2,000. That's the $2,000 Keith Lee gave you. So $2,000 worth of food you should have just gave away. And you should have apologized to Keith Lee and his family and those people, gave them their money back. And then maybe, just maybe, the community and people will start to mess with you again and your business will flourish. I have no idea. That's just my thoughts. Y'all let me know what y'all think in the comments, man, because this is wild. How to fumble the Keith Lee effect. Whew. JBVTE. Man.